What time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah.
You have fun, Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, move on to treat, yeah. Keep listening.
Hey everyone, and welcome to your show here on the Dufferin Avenue Media Network. I am not Gary Nickel, who would normally be sitting in this chair. He's off getting us some cups that we can cheers later to bring in the weekend with you, all of our friends watching in YouTube land. He's coming back. He's watching me do a great job not butchering the intro to the show.
You know what? I will say, I'm a little upset. Uncle
no.
Brando, I'm a little upset at you right now.
Why?
Because
I was doing a good job.
I wanted the intro. I wanted you to CCO this intro and really grind it home. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. You were just your normal happy self.
Well,
Do you think you could give us one?
Yes, please give us one.
Like what are we going to talk about today?
Whatever comes to your mind.
Okay.
I love this. It's okay. I'll kill time while you warm up. So this is a little peek into what happens during a CCO, the Commander Cookout podcast, the greatest podcast in the history of mankind.
Oh my goodness.
When he is ready.
It's a lot of pressure. Okay, let
Hold
me
on.
give this a try.
All right, Phenom, there you go. Here we go.
All right, hey everyone, you listen to hang on.
Yeah, it's all good. All good. He's warming up.
Hey everyone, you listen to YouTube. No, I can't do it. All I want to say is, hey everyone, you listen to Commander Cookout Podcast, episode 344. I'm Brando. I'm here with Ryan and Gary and Wendy and soon to be Cora. And today we're going to talk about all sorts of things that we're going to talk about on this weekend's episode of Your Show before we come back on Monday and have a lot of fun with all of our favorite people. Hit our theme song! Yes!
Woo!
Oh,
That was
man, that
good.
was good. That was really good.
I'll practice for next time.
Well, yeah, I really put you on the spot there. I apologize. We already said we have Brooksy in the house from the Past Our Bedtime podcast.
Hello.
She is also a social media maven. If you hate, hey, look at that. Look at your.
That's
thing.
us. Past
That's
our
so fun.
bedtime. Check it out on YouTube. Whoop,
If you
whoop.
hate social media like I do, she makes your life so much better. No stress, no rage, no anything. And Margaret just hit her spot, so it's a great time to head on over to the Maggie Cam. Proudly brought to you by our great friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer.
That's so cute. Did you see the?
Mike and Rochelle and Leroy and the rest of the gang always there to make your day better. And Brixie and I were just there, actually.
I just posted a photo of Maggie. It's like what Maggie does when she hears the word Pet Planet, and it's
Oh,
the one
yeah.
when she's all like cute or whatever. So it's a little teaser into the video that's about to come your way. So
And it's going to be a great one. So something to look forward to as we continue to grow with our friends at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. Keep on the lookout for the return of Adventures with Maggie. All right. I don't know if anyone else is sweating as much as I am here today.
It's a very warm day.
And this guy's like Mr. Warm. So if he says it's warm, then you know it's warm. We got the
it's quite
AC
toasty.
bumping as much as humanly possible, and it still can't keep up with that little crack in the door. We do have Network Ryan on the way with refreshments because Fridays around here aren't really a show as much as they are a party with the gang.
Yeah.
A celebration of the week gone by and hanging out.
you were supposed to give me one of those mugs so that I can pour my beverage into it.
We're almost there.
There you go.
We made it.
Can I say a
Yeah.
thing that's about celebrating and summer and fun? And
Yes,
weekend? 'Cause
always.
As dedicated watchers and listeners will have known, I went to the beach last weekend.
Ooh.
Brando never goes to the beach. It's the big
And
moment.
I
Sand
actually
in his
noticed.
butt crack.
I noticed a thing, and I'm going to sound like such a cliche right now, but I'm going to say
Perfect.
it, that I don't think that anywhere, any group of people, summer's harder than people around here.
Yeah,
Like
I see what you're
Yeah.
saying.
There was,
Yep.
let's call it 50 people on this beach, maybe 30 dogs,
Ooh,
and
so much fun.
everybody's doing something. Everybody's got a drink. Everybody's got a friend. Everybody's smiling, having a great time. And
Beach life.
all around when you kind of go everywhere in the summer, you go to the patios, you go to the bar, you go to just walking down the street. Everybody's like having a good time doing their summer thing, right?
Yeah.
Sun's out, guns out, farmer tans. You got just these
Yeah.
wicked sunburns. I saw a lady out yesterday that had this bitch sunburned into her leg because as a joke she painted it on there with a marker, and then it like sunburned
Burned
around
around
it.
it.
Oh,
Like
That's
just
amazing.
nobody summers harder than the people around here, and that's so awesome to see
You know why that is?
because it only lasts for 15
Yeah, I was
minutes.
gonna
Literally,
say.
because we don't have a
Because we're
summer.
so depressed during winter, and we just need to get all our rage in the summer and
It's
have a great
repression
time.
is what it is, but it's still cool to see, right?
nice.
It's good to see everybody out there enjoying what we got.
I'm just happy that you got up and went out. That's
Yes.
the hardest part for me, man.
I have a question. Which beach did you go to?
The Furdale Dog Park,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
because I'm not much of a water person, so I wanted to make sure that while my girlfriend was enjoying the water, doing the floaty and the boaty and all that stuff,
In the body.
I had something to watch, which was dogs playing in the water.
Love it. Did Big
Aw.
Earth make it out?
She did not. She doesn't do very well in this humidity, actually.
Yeah,
This
you're
year's
like-
been really hard on her because we've had all that rain, and then it's one of the most humid summers in a long time since she's been corporeal on the planet. She's never had humidity like this.
Corporeal.
So,
Wow.
you know, it's just a spirit floating around,
Interesting.
put into a body
I
to be
know-
my best friend. And she doesn't do well in the humidity, so she had to stay home with the fan,
Mm.
which caught on fire yesterday.
Why?
Did not burn my house down though. The motor went the fan went, and then the motor kept spinning up, and the fan stopped moving. I was like,
It
oh,
was-
this isn't good. And then a little flame like
No.
out the back. Okay,
Well, thank
Yoga
God you were
flame.
watching
directly
it.
into the garbage is where you're
Dude,
going.
I have
Yeah.
3 fans running in the house right now. You do
Yeah, that was
not
scary.
make me feel. I want to get back to that word you used, corporalated?
Corporeal.
Corporeal?
of
Whatever
the
it was.
day?
We got Phenom on the ones and twos again today, and he had a good chuckle at that, and I thought that was pretty interesting. That could be a word of the day. We should bring that back.
Word of the day.
I missed word of the day. Back when we did the Green Zone, we would always do the word of the day, and it was a fantastic. The great Rob Vanstone, he's with the Riders now, one of my favorite dudes. He'd always come on, and as a columnist with the newspapers,
Yep.
he's obviously a wordsmith, and he loves to use these words I never heard of. So every time he'd come on, he'd do a weekly spot, and I would keep track of all the words that he would use during
Wow.
his hit. And then we
Oh,
pick one
wow.
as the word of the day, and there was usually like 7 or 8, and it was the funnest part of the interviews. We're always, all right, before we go, Gary, what's the word of the day? And then they go to me in the booth, like, hey guys, Rob, you had a couple big ones here, and then I named them off, say, but this one definitely is the word of the day. And I had a moment like that with you as you were saying. I was like, I should have wrote that down.
Yeah.
Corporeal.
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 See, if we had a word of the day, then maybe people would learn something when they're watching this podcast.
People always they learn how fun it is to podcast. They see us like, I want to go have fun with those guys. We would also have to get the Pee-wee Herman sounder.
If they want to go and party like us guys, you can.
There
and
he
all you have to
goes.
do is check out Dufferin Ave.
Brooksy, you're not going to be able to reach it over there.
I bet
Check
you
out
I
all
could
the
touch
stuff.
it
You can
right
come
here.
and
We'll
create
see.
with us. You can be on the team.
Tell him, Brandon.
There
Oh,
it is.
boo, low
Wait.
bridge.
I win.
Even the
man,
Phenom's
I
booing
win.
this one.
I am
That
not
was a
good
good
at this.
poke. I don't know how
have
to-
skills of it. The point is,
I
if
could
you want to
pet
be a
it.
part of what we're doing here, there's the website on the screen. You can come check it out.
Good, Dufferin.
That's awesome.
So beautiful.
Great party. That's cool.
Yeah, come on and hang out. We're
Yeah.
good people. We got a dog. Obviously, we show her all the time. We have cups
a lot
that
of fun.
sometimes have drinks in them. We have a good time.
I
here.
did get a shout out from Coach Mazer about our friends at Hammer Time Roofing. How fun
Ooh.
is that name? Hammer
a-
Time Roofing looking to
a
come
great
on
name.
board. So we'll be talking with them after the show today and see what we can do for our friends over at Hammer Time.
Nice.
So if you're on the roof and it's really hot, you
yeah.
might say, "I can't touch this."
Da-na-na-na.
Yeah.
Da-na.
There it is.
And I would say, stop. This is Hammer Time Roofing. Have you ever roofed before? Roofing is
you
the
ever roofed
worst.
Yes, I re-shingled a house one time with my
Oh
dad.
my
It was
God, eh?
oh man.
I've never.
I had one shift with my buddy Benji, who is a co-host of the Water Sliding Bros, and I said at another show that we'll be throwing out there down the road is a seasonal show because our friends only come in and out so often. But
Sure.
Benji was like, dude, I got a job for us for the summer. And I was like, sweet. And so I'd have to get up at like 6 a.m. and drive to his house on Coy Avenue. And then this dude would show up and he had no front teeth at all. And he
Oh,
was like
no.
a grizzly looking dude. Like you could tell this guy's done some roofing in his life. And so it was me, Benji, and his brother Iceman. And we go up and we did a roof at this church in a town, and it was an aluminum roof.
Oh no.
And it was like plus 40, and we had the big jug of water. We all burned ourselves. You'd like pretend you'd have to poop just so you can get out of the heat and just hang out in the air-conditioned bathroom in the church. It was horrible. It was just enough for me to realize I never want to roof. Ever.
I just
So
like,
shout out to all of our friends at Roof.
out of that story, I just like always wonder like how your friends get their nicknames. Like it's just so random, all
We
their
got-
names.
Man, I don't know about other friend groups, but in my friend groups, we have the most insane nicknames, and they all stick. That's the beauty of it.
'Kay.
Like once it happens, it just goes.
But what's your nickname? I've never heard a nickname for you.
Gare
Ooh.
Bear, because we just call him Gare Bear.
I've had Gare Bear. I've had Nickelbag. was one.
Nickelbag.
G-Force.
Wait.
I get a lot.
What's
G-Force.
what's the pickle one again?
Pickle?
I don't know
Pickle.
because we're never using it.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you forgot about it. Point is, there's a couple out
I
there.
don't
and
remember
it's
it.
interesting
When Ryan
too.
comes, he knows.
Have you ever noticed when you can tell, like if you can hear someone talking to you, be it like on a phone, like a pass to a buddy or whatever, and they say your name, you can tell which friend group that's coming from by the nickname they give you. They call you.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I have like
Okay.
different nicknames with different groups. It's kind of fun.
Oh, that's
That's
cool.
neat.
Lots of people like in high school, I got named Wendell. Okay,
Mr.
just
Wendell.
randomly from a friend, and everyone called me Wendell. And then all of a sudden, out of high school, they start calling me Wendell in college too. And I'm like, how did you guys know? And they're like, we didn't. And then it
Natural.
caught on like with my family, and so all my friend groups naturally just call me Wendell. Random.
And
throughout
it
my
has
life.
nothing to do with the song Mr. Wendell.
I don't know.
Do you, remember, you don't know that song, do you? Do you
No.
know that song?
Nope.
Mr. Wendell, hey. It's what's it, Arrested Development, I think, is the band. It's a good song. It was on like one of those
No.
dance mixes or something like that.
I don't know, but I did find out though at like
You should
Wendell.
feel more embarrassment and shame is my point. That's a
Whatever.
pretty good song.
Wendell Clark's,
That's a good one.
the food
Yeah.
place
Oh God.
at the restaurant.
Have we reached a point in our lives now where instead of acknowledging one of the greatest Saskatoon Blades in the history of mankind and one of the greatest NHLers of all time
Yes, but I'm talking about the food
is
place.
known for his food place instead of
No,
being one of the greatest of all time?
the bathrooms in Wendell Clark's.
Okay.
The male bathroom has the sign Wendell's,
What do
and
you-
the
okay.
female bathroom has the sign Wendy. And I think
that's
that's what where it
IE
came
or Y?
from. Y, but still,
Shout out to my mom, Wendy. Wendy with a Y.
yeah, the correct way to spell it.
Yeah, you're so edgy with your spelling of your name.
So unique.
What's the most memorable restaurant bathroom you were ever in?
Oh, that's easy. That's easy.
You first.
When we did the best small town bar in Saskatchewan, it was an absolute debacle of an event because we've talked about on this show before. People in every town that we would like talk to or go to, they basically wore their bar as their town.
Yeah.
So you weren't voting for the bar in the town; you were voting for the town. And then we would tell people you can vote online, you can vote with text, you can call in, and we're take them all in. And it blew up so much to the point that people were like canceling the radio station because it was corrupt and the numbers were all wrong and
I
everyone was so
remember
mad.
that.
But the winner was the Bears Den. The Bears Den. And inside their bathroom, in the urinals, they had, I don't know how to appropriately, very not safe for work setups around the urinal. So they'd have like the lady in like the bikini with the big boobs looking down and laughing at your wiener while you're at the urinal. It's like one of the most creative bathrooms you've ever been in. I can't
Wow.
stress that.
Funny.
It makes peeing fun again. So
That is-
the Bears
Aw.
Den for sure.
That is very cool.
Wow. Mine was not because of like the bathroom itself, but because of the experience I had in the
Oh
bathroom.
boy, here we go.
Because
Speaking of not safe for work.
no, it's fine. Lots of girls like meet in the bathroom and we like chat and we like talk and whatever. So at Amigos, I think it was like Halloween Howler or something.
There
I
we
went to
go.
the bathroom and there was a bunch of girls like fixing their Halloween costumes. And one of the girls came up to me and was like, "Oh, I know you. I have you on Instagram." And I was like, "Cool." And she's like, "Let's take a photo." And I was like, "Actually, you guys want to make a TikTok?"
No,
So me and her
no.
started making a TikTok, and like 7, 8 other girls came in and they were like trying to do it with us. And then for the rest of the night, we were like best friends. But I just like I couldn't believe it. They just all learned it on the spot, and we were filming TikToks in the bathroom.
you
Bunch
say-
of strangers.
When you say do
Wow.
a TikTok, are you talking like a total choreographed dance
Yeah.
inside the bathroom?
Yeah, in our Halloween
What
costumes.
the hell?
That's what
man?
happens in the girls' bathroom. It's like the best
TikToks.
place. Women support women in the bathroom.
Man, you know what happens
the
in the
bar
dude's
anyway.
bathroom? Like we
Work.
we
We do
poop or
work
pee,
in there, yeah.
then we wash our hands, and then we leave.
No, we
and
hang out.
avoid eye contact with each
Yeah,
other usually.
that's the biggest one. It's just
Aw.
trying. Like if you accidentally acknowledge another person in the bathroom, it's always just like a quick, like, hey.
Like I've actually made friends in the bathroom, and like I'm still friends with them today. Like that's
Come
how,
on.
Like seriously,
That's not true.
It
Who?
is so
Give
serious.
me a name. Who's this person? I'd like to talk to them.
So serious.
What's their name?
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Chelsea, if you're
And-
watching this, I'd like you to please confirm
I will confirm
that you guys
it.
are bathroom buddies.
I'll message her after this, and
That
then
could be a fun little show you could do.
then
Bathroom buddies.
Bathroom buddies. I actually forgot. That would be crazy. Like
You
going up to random people in the bathroom and showing like
It's probably been
everyone
done.
what it's like in the
It's
bathroom.
probably been done. I feel like that's something that people would be like, oh, I got this great idea.
It might have been done, but not with people from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and they're like,
I thought you were going to say now with people taking a shit. And
But the other person has to be in the stall. Though you go up and knock on the
Yeah.
door, like, "Hey,
the stall bros.
what's that show, that movie when they play battleships or whatever? Do you know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
And the two girls are like in the bathroom, and the guy's stuck in between the stall.
That's a Family Guy episode, isn't it?"
I don't think so. It's an actual, like it's actual, like I don't know if it's
don't
White
know.
Castle or like it's
'Cause
some kind of show
Oh,
like
I
that.
have a
Harold and Kumar.
I have
Yeah.
100% seen this though. Yes,
Yeah, and they're
that is-
like taking turns, and they're trying to. Yeah, it's so
like,
gross.
so you can make
That's
the,
what
like
it
the worst
reminded me
sound
of,
or the
though.
biggest
Hold on.
splash.
So in your case, it was girls doing it?
On the movie.
Yeah, well, not you personally, but in the movie, it was girls. I just want to make sure I have this right. So there's a guy in the middle stall, and then on the two
And he's
outside
hiding.
stalls.
Yeah, and the two outside stalls, there's girls, and the girl's like, "You want to play
That's a
battleships?" And then she's like,
classic
"Yeah."
trope.
And then they're
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, trying to take the biggest dump and whatever," and
Jeez.
he's stuck in between it. Yeah, so funny. Anyway,
You know, that might be like a reality check moment that the average person kind of needs. You know, like,
the girls poop too.
yeah.
Touche.
This might sound ridiculous, but I
Here we
remember,
go. Buckle up.
I remember distinctly the first time I ever heard my girlfriend fart. I remember that so distinctly because, like, you never hear that. And then one day we were just sitting there watching a movie, and really, like, we were sitting pretty close together, and it was this little. It was just like this little,
Oh.
the tiniest thing. I was
Did
like,
you know what it was right away?
what? I thought it was my fucking cat. Honestly, I was like, Knuckles, what are you doing, man? And he looks at me like, bro.
That's not me.
wasn't me.
Bro, and then she's just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my
Yeah.
god, oh my god, oh my god. And I was more just, I was amazed that, like,
That's
man,
so
you have
funny.
all the same bodily functions that I do.
I feel strongly that half the reason women own animals is to blame farts on them.
Oh my gosh. You know
You
what?
know?
My dog farts all the time. I'm so sorry. I'll apologize beforehand because it gets out of hand. And then you never hear the dog fart once. And you're
Yeah.
like, interesting.
You're like,
Weird.
what is that? Where's the dog?
Very funny.
Yeah, the first time I remember ever farting in front of one of my
Oh,
boyfriends.
no, you're doing it.
I'm
We're going
saying
there?
it. I know, because it's so funny, and I can't. Like every time I think of it, I'm just like crying inside. Um,
What better place to spill the beans than
Here
here?
we go.
So I was camping with my boyfriend and my best friend, and it was the three of us in a room. And my friend was on the bed, and I like got out of the bed because we were sharing a bed, and I crawled into this like sleeping bag, I guess, with my boyfriend, and we're chit chatting and all this. And I looked at him, I was like, "You want to see how strong my abs are?"
Oh, no.
And so
Buckle up.
I went to go flex to show him my abs, and I farted so loud.
Okay,
And
hold
my
on.
friend in the bed started laughing so
Yeah.
hard because she was like listening.
This is what I'm saying. What was the response from the
Oh my
crowd
God,
when this
everyone
happened?
was like crying, laughing.
And what did you do?
And I was just laughing there, and I was like, I didn't mean to.
It does happen. That's happened to me one time. One time, I was at Canada Lake. We were hanging out around the fire and had been drinking, and I was pretty lit up. And my buddy, Sexy Bryce, was sitting beside me. He's a big dude, and he got me laughing. And there was like 6 of us around, and we're all laughing, and it's quite loud. And in the middle of my laugh, and I've always wondered, like, how the hell do people just accidentally let a fart go? It's like there's no way that can be real. Like obviously they're like you put yourself in that situation, but this guy had me laughing so hard that I fell backwards out of my chair, and as I was falling back, I farted, and I hit the ground. And as I'm on the ground, on my back like this, he's over top my head like, "Bro, you just fart?" And I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed.
Steps right into it.
Yeah, like in my face.
Yeah, but he had to
so
step
wild.
through the fart to get right in
Yeah,
your face.
like it
was
was-
the whole
it
thing.
was
I'm
something.
Surprised you didn't get pink eye.
You know, I've been told, and I said this a lot over the years too, is, low-hanging fruit. Never talk about that stuff. No one wants to hear it. But I think we really approached this in a professional manner.
I concur.
I feel like this was not like a couple kids saying fart jokes. There was some good context in those.
Poo poo caca.
Oh my God.
Nobody does that.
That's it. Hell yeah. Hanging out on a Friday on your show as we wait for our final guest of the day to arrive. That guest being the other half of the Past Our Bedtime podcast.
Other half
The
of
great
me.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
We also have the other half of the Commander Cookout podcast coming by with beverages, hopefully. You got stuck in a train.
Beveraginos.
Sucks.
I didn't even ask him where the train was. We could have did some actual news stuff to the two people watching, being like, hey, don't go this way.
don't
But
go
he
that
didn't
way,
give me
that's
the address for the
Probably
train.
Idlewild, that's my guess.
Usually
no.
is, hey?
Or Central
No,
Avenue.
maybe not. Yep.
What's the worst train spot here
Like
in our lovely
Idlewild.
city? Idlewild?
For-
Just anywhere?
for length of train or for frequency of train? Because
Both.
Both, yeah.
Central Avenue by far, I think, is the most frequent
Actually,
train.
yeah. Like, yes.
Because it's right by the yard, so like if they're moving,
Actually, yeah.
right?
Anything will just
So
fire
there's-
it up.
You get
yeah.
lots of little short ones and then the occasional big long train, but like
Yeah.
Idlewild is probably the worst for when you're gonna sit there for a long goddamn
The
time.
one at Central, though, I swear, every time I have a dentist appointment, I go to like the dentist that's like right there. I'm late because I can't turn in. It's like so close, but the lineup's so backed up from the stupid train.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't stop it. I swear they get calls all the time from people being late because that train's always going.
Man, have you ever just had the urge to just pull to the side and park and walk?
Well, I don't want to pay for parking. That's
Well, no, just leave your vehicle there while everyone's lined up and they're all this and just like, was there a walk around? I guess I should have asked that first.
like you could pull over and like walk to like my appointments or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's
But
what I
to
mean.
pull over, then I'm paying for parking. If I wait to turn into their parking lot, then I get free parking.
But you're stuck at a train. I just hate if
Yeah.
I see a train, I just turn around. I don't care where I'm at. I will find another way.
Yeah, like just to drive, it doesn't matter. It's going to take you as long to get there,
Yeah.
but you're just
It's way
preoccupied.
easier to keep driving in my head instead of sitting and waiting.
Yeah, I get that.
As the door has opened, the dog has welcomed, and we have guests
Hi,
in
Harlow.
the house.
Yes, we do. Oh my God, one of my favorite
looks
people
timid.
showed up
Say,
with
man,
Cora.
grow down.
This is fun.
Speaking of trains,
Yes.
I
Is
used to
she
live
coming?
I used to live over by Central Avenue,
Of course you did.
and when we were kids, we were stupid and we do stupid stuff.
Oh,
and I
of course
assume that I can't get in trouble for this now, but the trains used to like cut us off when we're trying to go to a buddy's place or whatever, right? And we wait for a flat car to go by, and we just like throw our bikes on the back of it and then jump onto the train and throw the bike off on the other side and then jump off.
How fast was it going?
Like it was just coming out of the yards. They're going pretty slow.
Yeah.
But
They're
like
like
you're still clambering over trains with a bike.
Yeah, my friends used to do that too.
Like just stupid stuff.
Did you
but
have the stick on your shoulder and the
oh,
handkerchief?
no hobo bag.
Okay.
alas.
Not as fun.
when I was in grade 7,
Here we go.
we decided that drinking in a train cart would be a good idea.
Lol.
I remember this story.
And-
Maggie, Margaret, get out of there.
And
Don't eat that.
and anyway, my friends all decided to just lock me in the train cart while I'm like super super drunk with another guy. And my mom called
Horrible
and
story,
she's like,
yeah.
"It's echoing in the train." Or not in the train. It's echoing where you are. Where are you? And I was like, I'm just at my friend's. And she's like, no, call me from the landline. And I was like, I can't.
She can come up here. Bring her up.
Yeah. And then she found me there and they had to call the fire department to get me out.
How horrifying is it?
And I was like so drunk, but they didn't know. I
In
just
grade
told them.
7?
Grade 7, yeah.
Wow.
I know. Don't do that. That's bad.
Man, oh
And
man.
you were locked in a train?
I was locked in a train like down before the cop shop was like a thing. We'd go and hang out in those train carts all the time that were just sitting there. Don't know why. And yeah. So then they locked me in there and they couldn't open it.
Do we have any walk-up music there, Phenom? We do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will now call to the stage the final member of our Friday party from the Past Our Bedtime podcast. It's Hardcore!
Welcome. Hi.
Hello.
Now we're cooking.
Oh, yay.
Well, what the heck do we bring these cups for?
I was wondering the same
I
thing.
needed one cup,
We
Gary. I
prepped
didn't ask
cups.
for like 12,000 cups.
Well, I just assumed that we'd be drinking something.
Well, now we
Look
have-
at that. What is going on here?
Yes,
Holy
this is the best thing that's
The
ever happened to
alchemist
me.
has
This
arrived.
is for me. I wanted a real drink, but I had none in my
Here,
fridge.
have a cup. Which one are you using? It's under one of those. You a race car driver?
Oh yeah.
You're not gonna be able to put as much in that one.
Okay, so
wow.
I've got sleepy time tea.
Sleepy time. That's great.
Sleepy
Uncle
time.
Brando needs some.
Yeah.
That's for Gary
I
because he
did have a little bit
overdoses
left.
on it.
That's true. It's very good. Very good
This
for my
one's
sleeping.
for Brando.
Look
It's
at
supposed
this.
to be 10 cups.
Oh, wow.
Can I smell that jar?
This one?
So, in case you
This is
are wondering what goes on, our friend Hardcora is an alchemist, and she creates all these different special teas for special ailments, be it not being able to sleep, not being able to focus, not having any energy, or anywhere in between. She creates it all, and we love supporting it as it's very cool. I've never known an alchemist before.
Well, I'm not really an alchemist.
Is there any chance this will turn me into a frog?
Nice.
Probably can't do that.
Nuts.
Instead of the eye of Newt, one eye of Brando.
He wants
That'd be fun.
kissed by a prince.
That'd be pretty
So
cool.
this is the bees nuts tea,
Bees nuts.
but I will not be. This will not be for resale. This
It looks like cereal.
It looks
It
like
does.
a. It looks like
Yeah.
a trail mix. This took a lot.
See?
This
She gets
took
it.
a lot of work. I had to go to stores.
Oh, no.
You're such an angel.
Yeah, and then I had to dehydrate apples myself.
Oh my God.
I had to roast and toast nuts myself.
This is amazing.
So this is trail mix.
Yours has caffeine.
Yeah.
Hers does not. So these
Fire me up.
little black things is oolong tea, and that's the caffeine in it.
Oolong tea.
Yeah.
You remember Oolong Johnson?
Smells so good, Cora.
Oolong Johnson.
No.
No, apparently it was one of those memes. Do you remember Oolong Johnson at all? South Park did an episode of it, and they were doing like the meme. It was like a meme episode, and it was like Taylor Swifting. So if they were Taylor Swifting, they do this, and they like that was the pose that they would do. And then it wasn't cool anymore, and it turned into Oolong Johnson, and it was just a cat that goes, Oolong Johnson. It's a really cute cat.
As if you haven't seen that video.
No.
It's
Very
it's
funny.
so good.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Huh.
All right.
But also, you have to put probably more
Oh my
than you would
goodness.
expect, and you have to.
Is there peanut butter in there?
No,
What?
I toasted peanuts.
That's toasted peanut. Smell that, bro.
I did.
And almonds
Oh, yeah,
and
I tried that right
pecans
away.
and walnuts.
Okay, we have to make sure we keep these very closed because our good friend Dragon, I don't know if he's coming today, but he is deathly allergic to nuts.
I accidentally already opened it. Sorry, Dragon.
Well, it just
That's
in
okay.
in
We've
case
been
he gets
opening
out of
this all
hand,
over the
exactly, I'll
place.
just pour these on him. I'm like,
But
hey, take that, Dragon.
I was
Take care of him
eating.
quick.
I was eating peanut M&Ms in front of him, and he was fine. So like, I think he should
didn't
be
blow up?
okay.
Well, he says he will die.
Oh.
Take it for what you will. Margaret, Maggie, come here. Don't be a begging dog. Come up. Good girl. It's Friday. You're supposed to hang out with
Yeah, you're an internet
the gang.
superstar,
Yeah.
not a
begging
not
dog.
internet
Yeah,
superstar, yeah.
ridiculous.
But
How-
it also has stevia leaves in it, and stevia leaves are like up to 400 times sweeter than table sugar.
Yes.
So it's better for you.
Oh.
I'm learning so much.
No.
So don't eat it. It looks like something I would
you
snack
You
on.
could eat it. It's like a trail mix.
Wait, it's
really.
peanuts
try.
and apples
Try
and
one.
stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna try one.
Here we
The
go.
toasted,
though you just
the
told me not to
toasted
do it.
almonds are so good.
So how does this work when you steep it?
Yeah,
like
great
it just
question.
it just works? That's it?
Well, I mean, it's nothing like the David's tea because I'm pretty sure they put artificial
Yeah,
flavors
all that
in
garbage.
there.
You're like the Uncle Mike's of teas.
Yeah, and so you have to steep it for a little bit longer. I'd say about 15 minutes, and you have to put extra in it.
For the David's tea, it's actually the artificial in it is the actual almonds of it, like the nut part, and everything else, all the fruits and stuff says it's like the actual fruit. So I think it's kind of weird that they call it Forever Nuts, but the only
There's no nuts in it.
is almond, and they're artificial flavored almonds.
That's a
yeah.
nutless tea, if you ask me.
Nutless.
Nutless
Wow.
tea. Auntie Hardcora and her alchemisty ways. We got Uncle Mike and his all natural products. I feel like we're going to be organic before the day's through.
Yeah.
Dang.
Hey? Don't know if I ever wanted to be organic, but
Nice thing, it'll all be grain fed.
Here we go.
Can I join Cora into our fort stories?
oh god.
I really want to.
You really want to go back there?
Yeah, we just talked about farting in front of people, and
it's just,
he
I'm
talked
really
about.
not a fan of this.
I had to. He talked about his girlfriend farting for the first time. I talked about the first time I farted in
Is
front
this
of
what
my
Fridays
first
have
boyfriend.
become? Really?
And Gary talked about just falling backwards in a chair and farting in front of all of his friends. And now you
really
have to tell
happy
a
we're
story.
going back here. I don't know if we need to.
No, we have to. We have to.
I don't think so. I don't want her to.
Based on the shame that has crossed her face, I am also curious.
There's no shame.
Did
I
you
mean,
think of one right away?
You guys,
no,
you gotta
I mean,
be
I
careful.
fart all the time.
You guys,
What's the problem?
You
I didn't know
guys-
that was an issue.
you're slowly
Okay, that's her story.
slowly turning into like a morning show on a radio station or something.
Oh,
here with all
no.
that. We got to be careful. We can't be
Hey,
talking.
I need your help with something.
I like
Ooh,
this.
okay.
Okay. Back on track. Here we go.
So I
Although
bought
your story
one.
was quite funny.
I
I will
bought-
give you that.
I bought myself a shirt. I'm so glad Ryan's here. I bought myself a shirt, and I would like to rip the sleeves off of it. Or cut the
Yes.
But
Sleeveless.
do I need to put it on and like you rip it off of me, or
And you rip it off of me?
or are you just gonna cut it off?
What?
Rip it off of her.
What? What?
Will you take a look at the shirt?
I think we can do this, yes.
I want
All right.
Can you open that, Gary?
This is going to be a sweet shirt, isn't it?
It's gonna be a deadly shirt.
Yeah.
What is it?
What's it say? Is it?
Okay,
Guy named Gimli. Stop keeping them waiting.
What's so funny?
Oh,
What's so funny?
I thought that was legit, Gary.
What's so funny? That's my favorite character off of Lord of the Rings.
I literally
my
thought you brought
axe,
Where's
Sherry.
a shirt
Network
of
Ryan?
Gary.
Network Ryan!
So
Is he?
funny.
Is he here?
He's
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah, he's in the back.
He
What
wandered.
a guy! He goes in the back right
Well,
away.
this is great. I just tossed these ones off today. You got scissors?
I got scissors.
Send
But
them
do we
over.
rip them off, or what
Well,
do
if
we
I
do?
rip them, you'll end up
Hey.
frayed.
I don't want Uncle Mike's shirt. I've seen that one on you. That one would show titty on me. Like
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
how
we-
it's
well,
like
I'm
cutting like
always
that. Please don't
showing-
cut it like that.
I'm always cutting too much.
Pass
See,
down
if I
scissors.
if I was a what's it called? A wardrobe person? That would be a sweet
Seamstress?
trick. Yeah, if I was a seamstress, I'd make sure I have that real low cut so it goes
Oh, I'm
all the way down to here.
nervous.
Yeah.
Taylor?
I'm
And it's
nervous.
brand new. Don't.
Okay.
don't
Where
ruin
did you
it.
get this
There we go.
brand new?
Tell us about the Gimli shirt.
The brand new at the
I
thrift
don't-
store?
What do you mean? Gimli's my favorite.
Well, yeah, but, like,
character
where
off
did
Did you
of-
order it online? Did you buy it in the
I've
city?
always had it.
Oh, get out of here.
No, I.
You just said it was a new shirt.
New.
Liar.
We feel like
I-
there's
Caught
a
in
I
lot of
found it
sick
shit.
web
online.
of lies,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay, so you put a lot of trust in them. Why could you not have ordered a tank top? That's my first question.
No. You
That's-
want,
it
you want
has to
that
be authentic.
natural rugged
Oh.
look. Look at that. Look how
Yeah.
rugged that is. You
Yeah.
want it like that. Yeah, I get what
Okay.
she's saying. I
Don't
know-
they
I know
fall
what's up.
apart in the laundry machine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
there
why
you
you
go.
have a lot of them.
I can sew
Okay.
too, so if it
I can
comes to
also
that.
sew.
Oh, yeah.
I feel
you
like
can
there's
sew
way too much
better than me.
responsibility right now on me for this.
No, you got this,
Yeah,
Gary. Just-
can you explain step by step what you're doing so everyone knows how to
Okay,
cut a shirt
so
like you?
first of all, we're gonna make the initial incision right near the crease here. So as you can see, you got your crisscross applesauce coming around. Go find her right around that crease and just get a nice little start to it. And then once we get our little pocket, then we begin the process of eliminating the sleeve. Don't mind me. It's awkward if you all just watch.
Okay.
Well,
So
we're
let's just keep
supposed to be
talking about
watching.
it.
I'm
I know, but
trying to learn, but you're kind of slow.
well, yeah, I'm trying to be.
You're kind of slow and not very good at
I'm
this.
trying
How am
to-
I supposed to learn?
How are you supposed to teach the
Trying
people?
to be efficient with my cuts. And you guys are putting pressure on me, and now I'm like, okay.
Yeah, don't wreck it though. Take
Yeah,
your
well,
time.
that's
You
what
can
I'm
be
worried
slow.
about. I'm gonna
It's a
ruin
new
Gimli.
shirt that she's always had, so you have to make sure that we don't wreck it up
That's true.
as you metamorphosize it into a different shirt.
Oh, man.
You'll end up
Does
with
everyone
2
have one?
headbands and a
Does it bring
T-shirt,
anybody
I believe, is
anything?
the.
Well,
That's
I
right, 2
wanted-
do-rags. Gary's good do-rags.
Okay, while you're cutting, I will
Yes.
ask the ladies, or
Take
tell
it
the
away.
ladies, I watched an episode of your podcast on YouTube.
Oh my God, which
the
one?
Get
Oh,
Ready With You
yeah.
Guys
You
episode.
why?
So I-
Why did you watch that one?
Because
on
that was the new
Walmart?
one.
Okay.
It showed up in the list. I was like, oh, sweet, I'll watch this. And I did. So,
This
like,
one makes me so happy. Like that episode can really showcase how different we really are, but
Yeah.
like in a good way.
Okay, but what did you think? Because it was all makeup.
I was just amazed at how much effort you guys put into going out for the day.
Okay.
And it doesn't
Yes,
like.
Here.
I assume that this is okay for me to say. You guys don't look like you slather it on real heavy, and you don't. But like you don't
Real
look like
thick.
you,
That's what I'm
right?
going
I don't
for,
know.
right?
It's. I assume there's a real talent,
That
to
natural
the technique to
look.
that. So
It's all
Wow.
about
Pretty
looking
cool.
Well,
natural.
thanks
you.
for watching.
like a get ready with me video would be like, I get up, I
Yeah.
kind of do this here,
We talked about
and look at the dog, and I put on this shirt, and then I leave
that. Wow.
my house.
Well, if I could suggest any other episodes, if you're into it, the first episode we did was pretty good, and
They're
the-
all fantastic. Don't
feel-
act like they're not
the-
good.
what's another one of your favorites? I really like
the
her
Canadian one made. I just
Yes.
like that one. Ended up being really funny, and
That
I
one
didn't
was.
think I was like going into it with no hope.
No hope.
No hope.
Hold on a second. You go into shows saying there's no hope this is gonna be good.
Yeah.
Well, one of
Really?
us might have
The
a really
heck?
one of us has an idea, and the other one's like, Okay, I'll do it.
I guess that's sort of how this show goes every day, hey?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Touche. Okay.
Let's do
Okay.
this, Gary. Guys, I don't know if that's a good idea. No, it's going to be fine. We're going to go on and talk about trains and farts and bathrooms and all sorts of stuff.
I think the only thing I'll always say no to is anything related to Skynet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I stay away from that.
No, we talk about it sometimes, and I get
Well, yeah, we talk about how much I hate it and
right
how
riled up for the viewers to watch.
if you want to see me lose it, just tease a T1000 on me and I'll show you how horrified I am of the future that is Skynet.
Yeah.
Our next episode, though,
What are we doing? What are you doing?
Our next one is about
stress
and how we handle stress.
and how to recognize it.
I can get behind
Okay,
that.
I like that. Let's give them a preview. Like, what kind of stress are we talking about? Like life stress, job stress, all
of them.
stress,
All the stress.
physical stress.
Yeah, I talk about like some pretty deep issues I was going through recently.
Dude, heavy
and-
stress.
Yeah,
Okay,
heavy
all right.
stress, and how I kind of got over that because me and Cora were talking about doing this episode like a while ago, but I was like, I can't go on and talk about stress when I'm the most stressed out stress case I've ever been in my whole entire life. I feel like a big fat phony. So I really did say that. I was like, we have to hold this one off until I'm in a better place.
You know what? That makes me so happy to know that you're aware of that because pretty much everybody would just be like, yeah, let's just do it. Not
Yeah.
thinking about where their mental state is, and that's very important if you want to have a good product.
I didn't want to fake it.
And I think it's important to talk about because I think people just try to shove it down and be like, oh, it's not happening to me. But it really does
I think
happen
that's
to all
like
of us.
99% of all males right there.
This is life, and this is how it's supposed to be, and I'll just suck it up, and I'll get
Hey, I
through
wanna
it, and
put one
then
on my head. I thought that
Just
was
making sure they work. Everyone relax. We got one sleeve down.
There's one sleeve still. You guys can share and be twins.
That's right. Gary's good do-rags, always ready to keep that hair out of your face.
Oh.
look at
Whenever
that.
you need it to.
Look at that.
Good like that. Okay, we got one.
Will any shirt sleeve do that? Like, is this?
Yeah, you gotta stretch them out though. Like
Yeah.
it's really tight
It's
on my
really
mouth.
tight. You could tell your head's like turning red.
That's just because it's so hot.
That's not like. Is it because it's hot, or is it because that shirt sleeve is
A
like
little bit of both.
child-sized?
Child-sized. But
Look
look
at
at her.
Maggie.
She's so strong and can't be child-sized. She has to. Oh, now I guess you're cutting off the sleeves, so it doesn't matter if your arms fit in there.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Popeye the sleeves off. That's what you should have done. Just bow,
Boom.
gun show,
You
blow
could have
'em
just
up.
Yeah.
snapped a double. What do you call that? A double bicep?
Yeah,
And then
boom,
the
boom.
sleeves would just blow off.
Gone.
That would be one of the coolest things ever if we could do that. Just flex and pop.
Have you ever had like a rip your pants or rip your shirt moment where like you just?
Yes.
Hi, really?
Yeah.
I
or
actually
see-
haven't. Like I wrestling I did. Somebody ripped my, but I won't tell that. That's not really the most safe for.
Oh yeah, you'll talk
Family
about
podcast.
farting everywhere.
Hey,
but you
listen,
won't talk
farts
about-
are
Pooping
different
in
than
someone else's pants.
That's my favorite joke. I love it so much.
farts and poo and stuff. That's toilet humor. It's not my little man being on the stage.
Oh, I see
So
what
you
you're
basically
saying.
just said what happened.
Well, yeah, but not like in gory detail or anything.
I
but
thought you were
that's-
gonna talk about a guy like his finishing move was knocking you out and then pooping in your pants. Then you wake up like, what happened? It's like, I got you, bro. I got you. 'Cause I feel like that'd be pretty baller.
How did you rip your pants?
Oh no, I just if people have like a hole in their shirt, I'll end up ripping it for them. And
Oh, yeah.
And people when they're wearing dress-up shirts, I used to just rip the buttons
Rip the
right
button,
off,
yeah.
and they'd fly everywhere, and they'd hate me for the rest
We
of their
had
life.
we had a stage for a
Probably
while
worth it though.
where all of our buddies, no matter what the event would be, weddings, funerals, everywhere in between, once everyone got on the liquor and it was going, no sleeves were safe. So the sleeves would get torn off automatically. And then if you're wearing a dress shirt, just like you, tear off all the buttons.
Yeah.
Like I walked out of my buddy Doobie's funeral with nothing but a belt around my belly, my dress belt, and my underwear, and a Margaritaville machine, this big, in a box. And as I was walking out, it was in the Sutherland Hall, and I will never forget, as I'm walking out, it was my buddy's margarita machine that he had lent me for us to take to Mexico with our buddy Doobie on his last trip. And as I'm walking out with a belt around my body, no shirt, no pants, just underwear in this Margaritaville machine, my buddy Willie yells out, "Hey, can I have that machine back?" And as he said it, it fell through the box and smashed in the parking lot. And I was like, "I guess not, bud."
Oh, no.
And then we stole a keg and took it back to my house, and I almost got fired for not making it to work the next day. You ever had your mom walk into your house when there's like 12 people passed out everywhere and a keg in the middle of the living room?
Yes.
And she has to climb over. She has to climb over the bodies into your bedroom, shake you to wake you up, and say, your work is worried. They've been calling looking for you. It's like, oh, I guess I better go to work then.
Oh my
That
god.
was
My mom used
wild.
to call in for me.
But yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
that would have been way better. I would have not wanted to go to work.
I
That
would
would have
like
been fun.
go to work at the Bay and like sleep in the dressing rooms for a bit if I was still
I used to do that at one of my
Yes.
jobs too.
We're not like that anymore, I promise. We've
No,
learned.
No, no, that was when I was like 19.
It was
20.
cool though. The Willows. I used to work Willows maintenance, and I was trap raking, and so I'd run through like I'm a little John Deere tractor, and I'd rip through the first 4 holes until you get to the outhouse, and then once I got to the outhouse, I'd make sure I was like an hour ahead of time, and I'd nap in the bathroom for like an hour. It was great. And then I'd
the
rush through the
outhouse?
rest. Yeah, it was the worst. The trap rakes would never. Well, it was.
You probably
They were
smelled
clean.
so bad, Gary.
No, it was the
Ew.
first thing. It was at like 5 in the morning,
yeah, before-
so it was already cleaned. Like no one had been in it yet.
Okay, fine.
Trust me, it was cool.
It was the Willows. They clean their shit.
Anyways, there was a lot of good, really good naps. Like you'd have a night where you'd be drinking, and then you'd realize, oh, it's 4:30, and I would bike, because obviously I'm very responsible. I wouldn't drive to work drunk, so I'd bike to work drunk, and then I'd pass out in the bathroom. It's pretty bad. But again, you're in high school, you know, like whatever. That's what happens.
So were you sitting up like in the stall, like leaned up against the wall?
I perfected it. So luckily the toilets were right up against the back, so there was no actual back on the toilet. So I just lean forward with like that, and then lean my head back, and I lay like that. It
Wow.
was great. And then
None of
and then
that
I'd have
was
to work
comfortable,
again.
my man.
It was.
I used
But-
to work at the spa in Moose Jaw.
Oh hell
I
yeah!
worked at the gift store, and there was like bathing suits there, and there was like a bathing suit room probably half the size of the studio, and nobody looked after it. So they would order stuff, but just throw the boxes in there, and you would literally have to climb over mountains of boxes and bathing suits and rip them out. I used to just sleep on all the boxes and bathing suits.
Rain jackets and raincoats. We had a bunch of those in the back shop at the Willows, and I'd pile them up like a rodent into a big pile. And I'd sleep on the
rodent.
pile.
Nice.
Sleep on a giant pile of rain jackets and
Not like
coats
a
in the back
pillow
shop.
or
That was fun
a
too.
cocoon, just a rodent.
Yeah, it was a rodent. That's what we did.
There's something else.
That's what rodents do. They
Cora's so
Yeah,
nice.
they like pile up stuff, and that's their
Snappy.
nest.
they shred
These are
things.
peas from my garden.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Margaret,
Sharing
I don't
is
know if you
caring.
can have any peas, young lady.
Okay,
On microphones on podcast. That is one thing that will wreck our channel.
it's happening.
LB does it all the time, and we got
Network-
record numbers.
Network Ryan is mad that we're all gonna chew this pea on.
I'm leaving the building.
He really does get upset. LB does it on purpose whenever he's with them,
Okay.
just to piss him
well,
off.
I'm
It's
gonna
quite
chew it in
humorous.
the corner and let everyone know how it tastes off the microphone.
It just
That
came
sounds
off
good.
the vine before I came here.
Oh wow.
That's some fresh ass peas.
My little pepper plants that I grow on my, what do you call that? Deck. That's what it's called. They all got like initially
Nailed
drowned
it.
in the rain at the beginning of the year.
You said deck?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You
Come on.
It really sound like you didn't say deck. I'm just saying.
Well,
I wasn't listening.
That's fair.
Head out of the gutter.
Come on now. So I had 6 plants, and 2 of them drowned, I thought, to death. So I had to pull all the leaves off, and both of them are kind of coming back to life now. And I got my first little pepper fruit growing on
That's
a different
exciting.
one, which is very cool. So I have like a hot pepper growing, which I'm very excited about.
This is really
Do
good.
you wear cut side down or cut side back?
You want to make sure that So let's flip it around. There you go. All right, send Gimli back down. Network Ryan, do you see Gimli? Have you heard of a guy named Gimli?
Never heard of her.
Look at him.
That's cool shit.
Bug.
There you go.
Nope.
Gimli. Where would you rank Gimli on your list of favorite Legion of Doom characters? Lord of the Rings.
No, I thought it was an Avengers guy, wasn't he?
Oh, maybe. Could
Isn't
be.
Gimli from the Avengers?
That could be it.
Bug needs to leave me alone.
Does he play for the Rough Riders? Is that who that is?
Man, they play. There's a game like tonight.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yes,
LB,
there is.
LB bailed on us. I don't know. He's supposed to do a pre-show, but he was busy all day.
Yeah,
today.
they're
Yeah,
playing
no, it's
the
gotta change
Blue
the camera.
Bombers, I believe. I think I heard that at work.
The Blue Bombers. What's going on there? You trying to?
I'm gonna change. Can Noah change the camera?
Oh yeah, give me an ISO on camera 3 there, Noah.
There we go.
Oh, she's taking it off. It's off.
It's going.
All right, this is happening.
Okay, we got some peas.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure stuff out. All right, we're good. Let's go back.
It's
to
all
the-
good. We're good.
Okay,
She
so
has
these
it
are
on.
fresh peas from the garden. We're not going to asthma these into the microphone, correct?
No, I already ate mine and it was like so fresh and so delicious. and it
Can
just
dogs eat them? I'm pretty sure I've
Yeah.
given Maggie these before, and she just loves them.
yeah,
What
my
else
dog
do you
eats them.
grow in the garden?
You want one?
I got 2 different types of tomatoes.
We
2
haven't had a
different types
garden
of
update yet.
Cucumbers. I have some pictures. 3 different types of peppers, turnips, peas, beets, pumpkins, squash.
You got all the hard stuff, like pumpkins and squash. Or don't you have to like
No.
take the flowers and like rub them together?
You should
and-
see it. The vines are like all over my front lawn.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, going up the neighbor's like fence.
Do you ever have people? There was a neighbor where I used to live, and he had a front yard garden, and he grew, or they, I guess it was a dude and his wife, and they grew pumpkins and sunflowers, and I don't actually know what the other plant was, but every Halloween, as of course they did, the kids in the neighborhood would like come up and like they wouldn't smash the pumpkins all up, but they would steal them all. Do you find that you have an issue with that, like where people come by and just take your produce?
I was surprised because I live in a high traffic area of like kind of close to downtown, so we have lots of walkers coming through, like people that
walking?
don't belong in the neighborhood, and nobody really steals it. And I feel like if they do take it, they probably really needed it,
Sure.
you know. And so I'm just like whatever.
As
But
long as
I'm
they're
sad
eating it,
because
right?
we move in like a month, and I'm gonna harvest as much as I can.
Take everything.
Take
Yes,
everything,
take it all.
but the pumpkins and squashes won't be ready.
So that's a
Um,
nice little touch for whoever's buying your house.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You guys
Good
can
sale
scroll
point.
over. There's no bad pictures. I think there's only 4. 4
Look
pictures
at
of my
that.
garden.
They got garden boxes and everything.
Nice boxes in there.
Those are nice.
Yeah, my box is pretty sweet.
Yeah. Is it just one?
She made it all by
Don't-
herself.
You guys, you made that?
Yeah, by myself.
Oh wow.
Like,
With
hold on.
scrap wood in the garage.
Yeah,
I,
so it
I
wasn't-
dug the posts.
It
put 'em
didn't
in the
come in a
ground.
box, is what
No,
you're saying.
no, I
Very
built it.
interesting. That looks good.
That does look
It's
really
100
nice.
square feet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good. Yes. I'm
Yeah.
excited for
Very
those
cool.
skeletons. We
And
gotta
I'm
start using
thinking
those.
I might get you guys tattooed on me. I might. But this is the thing.
Look at his face. Look at
This
his
is the
face.
thing.
Look what you
Yes,
did.
I did. I always watch when you're on. So
Look what
what's
you did
that
to him.
weapon that's like is it a mace and
Gunshots.
chain?
Mace, flail, Morningstar.
It's like a stick that has like chains on it with like spikes on the end of
That's
it.
a mace.
That is a mace.
Your classic mace.
Or a
Could you have
Morningstar.
multiple
Morningstar, Star
chains
Tropics.
on a mace?
Yep.
So if I had a mace with multiple chains and then our skulls on the end of
Whoa.
the chains,
Oh, that'd be cool.
wouldn't that be
That'd be
cool?
wild.
That's so hardcore.
That is a hardcore
That is a
tat.
hardcore idea. Yeah, that's good. That's pretty fun.
Maybe
I
I'll
like
just
that.
get mine done that like that.
Where would this tattoo go?
Depends how many skulls are on it, but I don't know.
Well, how many do we have right now?
5.
Five.
We got
Yes.
5.
I forgot that Ryan had one too.
Or you could have a
Yes,
dragon with
wherever
5
he is.
heads, and all
Oh,
the
maybe
heads
on
are
my
us.
ribs, because it'd be big enough then.
Yeah.
I don't do small tattoos.
I do small tattoos.
That's
Hold on a second. That was a statement right there. That was
it is.
something.
What
What,
about
what do you got against small tattoos?
Yeah, she has a small Canadian leaf on the back of her leg, so that's like that's a lie.
What? Hold on. What do you have against small tattoos?
I just,
Go big or go home.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Dang.
absolutely.
That's Cora's life motto.
It really is.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
But if
Very
you're gonna
interesting.
get a tattoo, you might as well get something significant. I guess is that the
Yeah.
not
well, it's
that
always
not
got
that
to
small
be.
ones are insignificant, but like
Yeah, my most recent one is like my whole thigh.
Do you guys have tattoos?
yes.
I do not.
Whoa.
I have nothing. Oh, look at this right there. I can
I
see
got
it.
a little guy there.
Look at him
and
go.
then I got one there.
He's all
They're very
tatted up. You're
colorful.
a
I
I got a
gangster,
couple
bro.
on my leg.
I knew about
yeah.
those ones.
And then I got a couple on my back too.
That's cool. They're colorful.
Are they all colorful?
No, only the recent ones are colorful. Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, all the ones you showed me were color.
Yeah, well, all the rest of them are on my back.
Oh, okay.
Or facing that way.
Gary, if you were to get a tattoo, what would you get?
Oh man.
He would get a mace with our 4 skulls on it, and then Ryan's skull would be like on the back somewhere by itself.
Yeah. Just yelling the whole way. Fuck you. I think that'd work out good.
Yep.
On like a whole back piece.
Okay.
Do you know what people do now? Do you know what people do now?
What?
They get put under, like put to sleep, and have like 8 tattoo artists do entire back pieces. That's what you do when you're rich now. You don't start with
Wow.
just one and then grow into it and build a natural like mural of your life on your body. You sit down, 8 people come in and they just go on you while you're out cold, and then you wake up like, oh, check
I was
out my
gonna
back
say,
tat.
yeah, they put them out sometimes too. I see.
Huh.
Okay, but you didn't
Yeah.
answer the question.
I don't know. I've never had the urge to ever have a tattoo. I've always felt like growing up, I was very intimidated by people with tattoos. So I always associated it with like badass dudes and badass ladies and all that. And I always felt I've never been a badass anything. So I almost felt like I never really, had the criteria for getting a tattoo. And now it's almost like the shark has jumped so far the other way that not having a tattoo is like having the coolest tattoo ever. So I sort of wear that as my tattoo.
I get that.
Oh.
And that is
Congrats,
that
you.
is not a chirp to anyone who has that. I love tattoos. I think they're fantastic. I'm all for them. I feel honestly like not having a tattoo in 2024 is like having a full sleeve like 1980.
I get it.
Yeah,
I think
it's
you should
weird.
get like a little damn tattoo.
Ooh.
Should get Maggie a tattoo. Can dogs get tattoos?
I mean,
think that's cruelty.
That probably is that.
you
No.
probably could. You have to.
My cat had a tattoo in his ear, so if he got lost, I could find him.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
like
God, but that's different.
that's like microchipping. That's
No, it was like green. It made his whole face green. He looked like the Hulk.
really.
Wait, is that like they actually put
That
little
was like
tattoos
way
in
back
their
in
ears?
the day. They used to do that
Oh.
before
Pete has
microchipping.
Yeah.
Oh. Fun.
Microchipping. They still do it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your nails are nice. Did you just get them done?
No, I did them a long time ago.
Mm.
Think so.
When's the last time? Hey, when's the last time you got your nails did?
Me?
Yeah. I remember every now and then Brando will come in with some nail polish. I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
nice, looking sharp.
My hands I haven't gotten done for a long time, but my toes I got done right at the beginning of summer, so
My
like
man.
early June.
Looking
I went for
sharp.
my very first pedicure, and the lady was like, she used the pumice stone on the bottom of my foot, and it was ticklish, and like
trigger?
So ticklish.
I was like so squirmy and stuff, and the lady was like, you gotta stay still. I'm like, I can't, you're tickling my feet. And it was an experience. I had a lot of fun. I really liked it.
Always admired that about you. People like I remember you'd walk into work, and be like, oh my god, you see Brando's got nail polish on, and then you come like, Brando, sick nail polish, bro. Like, thanks, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Thanks, dude.
it's just
This
like
is fun.
you have the balls to do it and try it and not care. And I've always thought that was the coolest thing you could do.
Well, it's fun. You look down and it's
baller.
like sparkly
Yeah.
or a cool color, something. It's
Look good,
fun.
feel good, man. That's
Right?
what it's
Yeah,
all about.
I agree.
Yeah, it's actually like coming in. There's like people like on reality TV shows and stuff that are like wearing nail polish, and now like I see boys and Noah talking about like guys at his school wearing nail polish all the time too.
Yeah.
So it's like not a thing anymore.
Cool.
People are just like, it's cool. So
Good.
yeah, you're cool. You might have started a trend there.
Well, I do what I can. I'm glad that I started something good as opposed to like.
Well, could you imagine if somehow that led to a whole new world where people didn't judge everyone by how they look all the time? Wouldn't that be nice?
wouldn't that be just a
Wouldn't
great
that be
place
a
to
wild
live?
world?
Would that be just a great world to live in? That'd be wonderful.
One day, right, Margaret?
We'll get there.
As we're getting, man, you guys, I feel like we just sat down.
I do too. And here we are.
I actually feel like it's been so long because I've just been waiting to kick Ryan's ass for
Oh my
this whole
God.
time on on Smash Bros.
I think he might have ran away. You might have scared him off.
Yeah, he's out there. He's trying to distract himself from the fact that he's going down
Yes.
Man,
right after this.
I won 2 games of Smash Bros today.
Yeah,
And I
well
have
played.
never won a game of Smash Bros in my life prior to today.
Yeah,
That's
good for
true.
you.
And it was definitely an
Beat
accident.
me.
And I beat Wendy
And now
Brooks
I'm worried
both
that
times.
Ryan might actually beat
Yeah.
me.
It was very funny.
Oh yeah.
Oh, please rub it in her face.
Oh yeah. I turned her
She's
in.
like,
Oh yeah.
Booyah! I kicked your butt. She's
It was
like,
awesome.
She's like not
She's
humble
so
about
competitive.
winning.
I know.
I'm not.
Trust me. We know all about that.
Gary like beat me maybe one time. But like
Yeah.
when it's just me and
It
him
was
playing,
amazing.
he can't beat me, and then I was making so much fun of him last time I was here. But I felt bad. But
Thank
not
you
really.
for acknowledging that yet again, that
Yeah,
you've done
last
that
time I
to
was
me.
here, we played for like an hour, and
So
I just
mad.
beat him over and over and
So
over and
mad.
over again.
You know, you say, and the people that created the game, the franchise, say the best part about this game is that all the characters are equal and it's real
Lies.
easy to pick up and play. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely a lie. That is-
Unbelievable. Who do we got here? Who just showed up on set? Who's this little rascal?
You want to say
You want to say hi?
You have to talk to the mic.
Hi.
Hi.
What's
So
your
cute.
name?
Hello.
Hello.
How old are you?
4.
Oh,
Wow.
very fun.
And making new friends
Isn't
is
that,
the best.
isn't that cool? Do you like it up here, Harlow?
You like it?
You like it on the stage or no?
Nervous.
No.
No, this is terrible.
Do you
That's
ha-
okay. That's
do
how
you
I
have
feel
any-
every day.
Yeah.
Do you have any
Yeah.
questions you want to ask your mom?
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you got to say it in the microphone though.
I have secrets.
Uh-oh, baby, don't say them on the air.
Yeah,
Just
no, you keep
Yeah.
it to yourself.
Tell him what you did last night in bed.
Uh-oh.
I was sleeping.
Oh, no.
Well, that's
she
good.
threw up.
Oh
She got too much
no!
I was sleeping.
Same girl,
You
same.
had some sleep
Yeah.
though.
Did you get any heat stroke from the beach?
No, I did okay actually. We had a little one of those little half tents that you bring out,
Yeah.
and it was the biggest pain in the butt of all time to set up.
Of
But
course.
once we got it, now you feel real smart because you're sitting in the shade and you got your drink and you got your McDonald's chicken nugs and you're like,
Yes, I love that.
hell yeah.
I ate so
Chicken
many
nugs.
I ate 30 nugs the other night.
Oh shit, Gary.
Remember when you read your
Yeah,
McDonald's
this one was
order?
worse. I don't want to read this. This one brings
I
great
really
shame.
want to know.
They had a 2-for-1 on the 10s, so I got 2 10s. Actually, it could have been 40, but I laid off a bit at the end. I got 2 10s, and then a 20 was also on sale, and they just get you, man. And then it just comes right to your door. And then after you eat your 2 cheeseburgers and your 2 McDoubles, and then you have your Big Mac, then you get into the nuggies. And then before you know it, all 30 or 40 nuggies are gone. You're like, well, I hope I have enough sauce for the last 10.
Speaking of delivery,
Wow.
your video that you did with Croker
Oh, how
was
good is that,
so
eh?
funny. I was like
Who
dying
knew you were
laughing.
an actor?
He wasn't even that. They literally spent 4 minutes at the house. Like they rolled up, and I walked out with my NHL '94 undies on and my robe. I was like, "How's this? This is okay?" He's like, "Yeah, it's perfect. Let's go." And then he just gave me my lines. I did the lines, and then they were gone.
Yeah, you're
And then it just turned into a video.
I-
Wow.
Okay.
I was going to text you when I left, but I put a lasagna in your fridge. I made it. And the cooking instructions are on it. I've seen what's in your fridge.
Yeah. and she's heard our podcast are together.
Do you know that the watermelon we had here just got thrown out?
Because you didn't eat it?
There was like one chunk left. I didn't quite get to it. Then it was in the fridge for 2 weeks, and I was like, I probably can't eat that now.
Yeah.
So I just had to.
Well, this is homemade.
Send it on its
I made
way.
a whole bunch for the
Well, thank
the
you.
family. So
Thank
I
you
brought one extra for you.
so
Nice.
incredibly much. You're such a nice person.
Always
Jeez.
looking after us,
That's
man.
what it's about here. All right, we better get over to the. We're gonna try Twitch. We're gonna try to get the Twitch stream going. I don't know how it's gonna go. LB gave me some instructions to set it up, so we'll see how that goes. You can follow us from here all the way over there, and I'm not saying follow us. We don't care about
Yeah,
that stuff.
you can if you want though, if you want
Well,
to.
yeah. So the kids say.
Yeah.
If you want to join us over there, I believe it's Dufferin Avenue Media is the tag for the Twitch channel. Dufferin Avenue Media. So you can head over there and you can check out the crew. And by the crew, I mean Brooksy getting destroyed by Network
so
Ryan
nervous.
on the Super Smash
Rub
Bros.
it in her face.
I'm so nervous.
It's going to be very exciting. You guys are. All
I
right.
take losing okay, but
Phenom, let's go ahead and.
I don't know if
play
that's
some-
true.
Who's got headphones in?
shut up, Brando.
You guys got
do.
headphones?
I do.
So you can hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Anyone going to play? Anyone going to play the piano?
I'm
Any
playing.
pianists out there?
But our camera is having an issue right now.
Oh, we lost camera 2. That's okay. That means perfect timing, I guess, eh? We
Yeah.
nailed that. What a week it has been. Thank you to. Oh, there it is. It's back.
I hope it didn't die in
That's
the heat.
fine.
That would be.
Oh, and it's gone again.
it's
Get
gone
out of here. Take that, Sky. See, Skynet.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Skynet. Get off camera 2.
Turning on Brando.
That's a wild. It doesn't know what to do.
That's fun.
This is kind of interesting.
That's kinda neat.
That's what being
Oh,
drunk
man.
feels
Yeah,
like.
I was just
think.
thinking that same thing. To all of our guests throughout the week, thank you to everyone. As always, we had Matt from all the bands stop by. That was always lovely. His lovely wife, Erin. And we had a check-in down under with our friend Adrian. And Coach Mays was here a couple times. That was good. We had the big birthday for Louie, Mays' kid. We had
Oh,
a-
yeah.
Yeah, a happy birthday party. That was good. Royal Anders was in the house. Didn't actually come on, but he was hanging out.
He's physically present.
I need to
Yeah.
see him. I haven't seen him since we both went to Mexico.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
that
been
was
a
a while
long
ago.
time, I know.
Holy jeez. Well, okay.
Huh.
Tuesdays are his days, so we'll see. Maybe we'll get you on a Tuesday.
Okay.
Hang out. We do a lot of
Okay.
good business when we hang out. And by business, I mean hanging out and not talking about business at all.
I know exactly what business you're doing.
That's how we roll. The producers, my man Phenom, along with LB. Even though LB didn't actually produce the show this week, he did a bunch of other stuff, so we'll always give him some credit. And to the Dragon, thank you to everyone for helping us stay on the rails each and every day here when we are live from 4 to 5 p.m. New shows rolling out. All Out of Angst came out, episode 2 yesterday. One Bad Pod out today, and more on the way. It's very exciting. So I just want to thank everyone involved with all of that cool stuff as we continue to build. Brando and I might even start something a little bit here tonight as well. We'll see how it
Who
all
can
goes.
say?
Why do look how looks like my top of my body and the bottom of my body are 2 different things. Look at that.
That's like the whole set.
That's
like
weird.
a
Man.
crazy.
Like whose legs are those? They're mine. It doesn't
Yeah.
look like it. Isn't that weird?
You look like you're not wearing pants.
Yeah, that's I don't like that.
You do not look. This is
That's
freaking me out.
That is really creepy.
I
I
know.
don't like it anymore.
Let's
Okay.
not.
On that note, that's
Let's
better.
go.
You have yourself a great weekend. Try to stay cool. Remember, do good things. You know, those good things will start happening to you. Okay, I promise you. Have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye.